Hello everyone, welcome back to Three Trails Tarot for our yes and no questions and answer session. Now, I know you probably had a question that you just would like to have answered and you're just wondering, is it yes, is it no, should I not? Okay, so here's your chance. I have 4 decks here on the table. We have the Thoth Tarot cards for your deck 1. For deck 2, we have the Light Seers Tarot. For deck 3, we have the Affirmators Tarot. Oh, I have the wrong set of boxes up here. I have this heart one up here. And it's actually this one, the Affirmators. I'll just put that up here. Oh, name's not on the side, but okay. The Affirmators Tarot deck, and then for the 5th one, we have the Celtic Tarot deck. Okay, so here's the rules. Ask a question in your mind, take a deep breath, make sure you relax before you ask that question. Then choose one of these 4 decks to answer that question, whichever one kind of pulls at you, right? Now, if you have more than one question, then pick a separate deck to answer that question. Okay, so here we go. We are starting with deck 1, the Thoth Tarot cards. Okay, welcome. Deck 1, the Thoth Tarot cards, which we will be using to answer your yes or no question. Before I do that, first we need to find out about what this question is about. It could be around this topic area, or it could be something close or similar to it, but let's just find out first. And I'm using this Happy Lunar New Year cards by Harvey Nichols to do that. Let's see. So, the Hierophant, traditions, spiritual connections, religious counsel or religions. Okay, so this question has to do with you and how you feel about the things that provide value to you, that what you use for moral judgment and what you use to gauge whether something is good or bad or acceptable or not. So spirituality, religion, or just family foundation and culture. Okay, so that's what this question seems to be about. So let's see. And that's actually pretty appropriate given that these thought cards are kind of like very old-fashioned kind of cards, so they kind of make you think of things that are traditional, more traditional. So let's see what we have for you. Is this question answer a yes or no? Make sure you take a deep breath when you ask this question. Okay, focus on your question. Don't get distracted. Okay, we've got the first card, which is swords, which is 10 of swords. Okay, let's see what else we have. Oh, actually, it's 9 of swords. Just saw that number up there. And we already have our 3 cards here. We have, what is this? Art. Oh, the Magician. This equates to the Magician. It's called art in this deck. And we have here the Towers. Okay, so my dear Group 1 who chose deck 1 to answer your question, with the 9 of swords, we see you feeling just done with something. Something has kept you up at night, made it difficult to sleep, and it's just been a really tough time. There's a lot of grief. In fact, this is called cruelty in this deck because it feels cruel that you're not able to relax or sleep or be happy because there's so much anxiety and sadness that you were feeling. Now with the Towers card, things are going to change up for you. Totally change up. All right, something is going to happen completely unexpected, which is going to kind of throw you off guard and just spin you into quick decision makings and reactions and responses to this thing that happens. I can't say for sure exactly what this thing is. It's going to vary for all of you. Maybe somebody gets sick. Maybe somebody changes jobs or loses their jobs or gets a promotion, or someone gets married, or you get proposed to. This is a change that is so big and quick in your life, because this is a high arcana card. So this is a life-changing event, okay? And then here we have the Magician. This is you doing everything within your power to respond to this in the wisest and most efficient and most appropriate way that you can think of. And I say appropriate because I'm reminded that this is about the Hierophant. Perhaps you seek counsel, perhaps you talk it over with people, and but you are reaching deep down into your bag of knowledge, wisdom, experience, education, stories passed down to you to help you make decisions to respond to this huge event. Now, before I give you your answer, which is actually a very clear answer here for you, I'm going to do a clarification card. So let me just pull a card from here, from this deck. And the clarification is also grief. My gosh, could that really... it just amazes me. And I know how these cards work, but it still always blows my mind when I see things come out that totally match. So the card that is really influencing you, the feeling that's influencing you is this sadness and this grief. I don't know if someone had passed, or somebody had hurt you really bad, but that's what this is all about. And your answer here is yes. Your answer is yes. I don't know if that's a good answer for you or not, but the answer is yes, and it has to do with your culture, religion, or spirituality that you feel that the reason why you're asking this question. It's just really made you think about a lot of things. But there is a big change, and this yes is going to create that huge change for you, that this event is going to happen. And I believe whatever your question was, it will end up being a yes, because that's how you will respond to it. All right, group 1, I hope you found that satisfactory or at least helpful in some way. And if you did, please let me know in a comment, or just like and subscribe, and then come back for the next yes and no sessions. Okay, in the meantime, take good care. Best wishes to you. I hope this grief does go away for you, and best wishes always. Bye now. Hello, group 2. For those of you who chose the Light Seers Tarot to answer your yes and no question, this is your session. But before I start, let's find out first what this question is all about, or what it may be alluding to. Okay, so let's see what we have for group. Whoa, this one fell out, and it is the Devil. Okay, so this question may have to do with something. It could either be a person that you feel is manipulating you. It could be your thoughts about something that you just, you can't stop thinking about it. It's just really on your mind constantly. Or it could be a habit or a behavioral pattern which you are struggling with, and because it does kind of control you and manipulate you to some degree, So let's see what the answer is to your question. Now, before you ask the question, take a nice deep breath, let it out, and calm your body. Focus on the question, okay? So is this going to be a yes or no question? Answer. Is this a yes or no answer? Is this a yes or no answer? Please help us find the answer to this question. Is this a yes or no answer? And we have 2 more cards here. Okay, so the Hangman is all about perceptions. It's saying, this card is saying you probably feel stuck right now, and so far right now you only see maybe 1 or 2 solutions to your situation. And this card is saying there are actually many more solutions that you could probably tap into or combine or modify to work for you, to help you get out of your stuck situation. This 10 of Wands is telling me that you've been burdened for some time, and I believe the burden is this devil. You've been burdened for some time by this devil, whatever it happens to represent, a person, thoughts, or behavioral patterns that do not serve you well, that go against you and against your happiness. So this burden, this 10 is an end card, which means this burden is about to end. It's about to end, and something new is about to happen for you. And here, with this Page of Pentacles, I don't know if this question has to do with money, but this is a coin card, so it's possible that has to do with that, but not necessarily. It could also, this is the coin, what do you call it, suite, is all about material things. That material thing could also be a person. Like having a baby, growing your family, things that deal with growth and material things. So it could be cash, it could be, a home, it could be some kind of asset, or it could be family. So here with this card, it's about researching how to enhance your material world, how to enhance the things that you have now, or to grow things, or to make things better for you. Before I give you the answer, which seems like a very clear answer, I am going to do a clarification using the oracle cards. Okay, so let's see. And it's memory. Okay, so memory is all about not staying in the past and appreciating the present. Perhaps this devil is a thought of how things were in the past, or what happened in the past that hurt you, and a lot of your reactions, or maybe even your behavioral patterns, which is also kind of a form of a devil, is affected by what happened to you in your past. So this card is saying whatever that was, you'll have to release that in order to move forward, and in order to release this devil. And the answer here is a yes. There are possibilities. Yes, you will end your burden. Yes, you will be able to enhance your life. But the first step is to let go of these negative feelings and negative thoughts that may have been spurred by events in your past. I hope that this is a satisfactory answer for you, for those of you who chose deck 2. And if it isn't, just remember, you know your situation better than anyone else. So use your personal judgment and your intuition. Okay, always. That's all I have for you. And if you don't have another question, please take good care. Be sure to like and subscribe before you go, and join me again for another session. If you have another question, stay tuned, because we are moving on to deck 3. Okay, take good care. Talk to you later. Bye now. Hello, group 3. For those of you who chose the Affirmators Tarot deck, this is your yes and no question and answer session. But before I start, I am going to first find out what it is that this question is about. What is this question about? Because I think that'll make it easier to streamline whatever. You'll know if this applies to you. Okay, but take a deep breath before you ask your question, okay, and focus on it. Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is about life, how there's ups and downs in life, and positives and negatives that happen to us as this wheel turns. As you know, we're not always on top, and we're not always on the bottom. So for the most part, if it moves up, then you've got good luck, you got good fortune, and it's a wonderful feeling to be on the top. But if there are habits that cause us to make some bad decisions, then the wheel will be pointing to the bottom, and that will not be a good situation. So I don't know what your question is with regard to your life fortune. I have a feeling it has to do of, is good luck coming or something like that, because most of the time when people see the Wheel of Fortune, they're hoping and wishing for good luck or for things to change, to go in that direction. So now let's answer your question using this deck. Please take a deep breath. Oh my goodness, all three of these cards fell out on their own, so there's no more need to shuffle. Universe is talking to us. So we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, and we have the Page of Wands. With the Eight of Swords, what this is telling us is that there's a lot of new news, a lot of new changes, really fast happening. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm thinking of Wands. Excuse me. No, with the Eight of Swords, this is a self-imposed restriction. It's just because the pictures kind of throw me off sometimes, so I apologize for that. But Eight of Swords is about self-imposed restriction. You see how this ram is kind of stuck behind all these swords, like the ram can't get away, and that's how you feel. You feel stuck, like, why is this happening to me? Why can't I get out of this situation? You know, I'm just done with this. I need to be out of here. And like you're all tied up, like you're all secured, and not in a good way, like in a prevented way, like you're prevented from being able to move forward. And here with the Knight of Swords, you want to take action. So because of this feeling of being tied up or stuck, you're just like, I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here now. You know, you're trying. You want action. You want to move. The nice thing about action is that things happen. The bad thing about action is that when you're really enthusiastic about it, sometimes we can get impulsive. We can get impulsive in our actions. So this is also a caveat card to keep in mind. Now with the Page of Wands is all about learning. Pages are all about learning things. It's a young personality archetype person in the court card decks. I mean, in the court of the court card cards, and so this is like feeling young and youthful. Not necessarily that you're young, but feeling young and youthful and enthusiastic in learning things that are of your interest. And I think that's what this all has to do with. You're interested in something, you want to pursue it, but you feel stuck. You feel like you're being restricted from moving forward, and it's very frustrating to you, and you want to change your luck. You want to have a better fortune. So let me get clarification, okay? Let's get some clarification on this reading. Oh man, and 3 cards. Once again, 3 is your number, 333. Now I believe that with the number 3, it's all about harmony, right? And with the number 3, it's saying, pay attention to things that are going on around you so that you can create harmony in your space and harmony in your life. Now, the 3 cards that have fallen out are Wisdom. I'm going to start with this one. So wisdom is all about everything that we've learned as we walk through life. The good stuff and the bad stuff. What not to do, what to do. And so with the learning that we have, either through formal education or just life's trials and errors, or shared wisdom from our elders or friends or family, all of this is available to you. All of this is available to you so that you can take action in the right direction. Now, the next card I'm going to read is the Multiverse. Multiverse is also about emphasizing that there are other concepts, other possibilities, and in order to take advantage of the best possible opportunity, one must first acknowledge that there are other opportunities and other options and alternatives to choose from. And that's what this multiverse is saying. There are so many other things that you could do. You're not limited. And that really does go side by side with wisdom. Because wisdom allows you to have that open mind, to realize that mistakes are often because people can't see the other opportunities that exist. And that's why these cards are together, reminding you there are other opportunities. And release. Release is all about letting go of something that is holding you back. Look at this ball, right? Oh, if this little ball was attached to this big ball, it would weigh the big ball down and it wouldn't be able to fly off. Let's just pretend this is a balloon and this is a stone, okay? And the weight of this stone is keeping this balloon from soaring to meet its absolute potential and to have good fortune. The only way for this balloon to fly is to let go of this heavy rock, which doesn't match the weight of the balloon, but is extremely heavy and is making it impossible for the balloon to fly. So in release, we are reminded that sometimes we hold on to things because we think they have value, but when we stop to evaluate the situation or the thing that it is we think is valuable, we realize it's not necessary. It isn't as needed as we think it is, and we can let go of it. Or sometimes we hold on to things, let's just say, for example, it's someone that you're trying to help out. You're trying to help them and they're dragging you down because they always need help. And you feel like you have to be there because you don't think that they can help themselves. But the truth is, once people realize that they have to take care of themselves, they find a way to take care of themselves, But that's just an example. So this card is reminding you, release it, okay? So the answer here is the possibilities are there. You can have a good fortune, but first you have to release this thing that is making you feel restricted, okay? So there's no absolute yes or no here. What is here is, it could be an absolute yes if you could release this. But at this time, because you're not ready, it's still kind of a no. But it all depends on you. This actually all depends on you. You can have a yes answer if that's what you're seeking for your good fortune, but it's going to depend on you being able to let go of whatever this is that is holding you back. All right? That's all I have for you. That is your answer. I hope that was satisfactory. If not, just trust your instincts and your intuition and your wisdom, because you probably already knew the answer to your question. But if you liked any of this at all, please be sure to like and subscribe before you go. And I hope you come back for another session or for one of your signs reading. Okay? In the meantime, take good care, stay healthy, and best wishes to you always. Bye now. Hello, Group 4. It is now your turn. For those of you who chose the Celtic Tarot deck to answer your yes or no question, this is your turn. Before you ask your question, be sure to take a nice deep breath and focus on the question that you're asking, okay? The very first thing I'm going to do is first find out what this question is about. That way you know if you want to continue with this reading. If it doesn't answer your question, then try another deck, okay? All right, let's see what we have. What is this question about? The High Priestess. The High Priestess is all about intuition. It's all about mystery and trusting yourself and wondering if you have the inner strength to do things. And the High Priestess is all about inner strength and just owning it, right? Like, hey, I know I'm different. I know this is me, and too bad, this is me. Accept me for who I am. So let's see what your question is about. Of course, I can't hear your question, so you'll need to really focus on it as I shuffle these cards. Is it a yes or is it a no? Is the answer yes or no? Is the answer yes or no? Is the answer yes? Oops. Here we go. We've got 2 cards so far. I just need one more to answer your question. Is the answer yes or no? The answer yes or no. For some reason, I feel like I need to pull that one. Okay. So what we have here is Ace of Swords, Queen of Shields, and Nine of Swords. Okay, and this has to do with your intuition and with your with who you are, I believe. So the very first card, Ace of Swords, is all about finding out the truth. You want to know the truth of things. Is your question as yes or no whether something is true? Maybe it is. I don't know. But that's what this is about. That's what this card is saying, is you're seeking the truth. You're actively seeking the truth. And with the and clarity. So clarity kind of goes along with the truth. Queen of Shields. Queen of Shields is also a coin card. It's about material things. With the Queen of Shields, we have a personality type that is all about being mature, is focused on success, but is also very practical. So you're trying to be practical is what I see here. Whoever's listening here for group 4, you want to be practical about this thing that you're thinking about. And I believe whatever this is concerns your feeling of security and stability in your home. Now, this thing, whatever it is that you're trying to find the truth to, is keeping you up at night. I'm real sorry that this is happening to you. Because when you don't get enough sleep, it affects so many other things. It makes it harder to concentrate. It makes it difficult to gain clarity. And it also affects your health and how you feel about others and your perception of things. I'm going to get some clarification from this oracle card before I give you your answer, which seems to be a very, very clear answer here, okay? So let me just pull from this oracle deck. Help us get clarity of this response that you've given us. Help us get clarity. Oh, wow. So 2 fell. Okay. So I'm going to start with reflection. Reflection is about examining first yourself, like looking in the mirror. What exactly is it that you see? Because with reflection, we have acknowledging our history, acknowledging those things that have happened to us in the past that could still influence us right now in our present time. And also it gives us thought that, you know that saying, like, it happened for a reason kind of thing. And so the reflection here is to ask, did it really? Did it happen for a reason? Or is that what you want to believe? Or is that what you think? Or is that how you're interpreting it? Okay, so this is all about self-analysis. This is all about self-analysis of your beliefs, of your thoughts, and your interpretation of what's going on, which is affecting your sleep and making you want to find the truth. I'm just going to move this card over here because they kind of go together right here. And then with support, this card is saying, you know, you don't have to do this alone. There's always someone there that is supportive of you. There's someone that can provide you comfort and care, or just an ear, someone to listen to all the things that you want to just get out of your system or off your mind. And sometimes we gain more clarity when we talk it over with others. So the answer to your question here right now is no. And I don't know if that's the answer you were looking for, or if that answer helps you in any way. And if it doesn't, talk it over with someone, okay? Go to your support system, talk it over with them, and see because they know you and you also know yourself. But maybe you're not thinking clearly because you're not getting enough sleep. All right? So the answer here, group 4, is no. I hope that whatever this is that's bothering you will resolve soon. And I wish you the best of luck and good health. And in the meantime, best wishes to you always. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this session so I can have more. Okay? Take good care now. Bye.